Welcome to Good Vital Mornings. Daily inspiration and that good music. Yes. Good Vital Morning, daily inspiration and that good music. I'm your boy, your cousin, your big unc, all that, a bag of chips and a 50-cent juice. I am Mr. P.O. Sweets, here to bring you that daily inspiration Monday through Friday right here on the Good Vital Mornings podcast. Good morning. Or if you're listening, good afternoon. Or if you're evening, good evening. I crack myself up sometimes. How you doing? Hey, listen, I hope that you are doing amazing. I hope that you've decided to share some love today. Call someone, text someone, check on somebody. Maybe you just shared the podcast. I mean, that would be helpful. Did you copy the link? Did you share the podcast? If you're watching, did you share the link? Did you hit the subscription bell and the notification bell? Because you know we got other stuff coming up, right? You know that, right? Listen, do me a favor and do that. And share some love today. I really appreciate you tuning in Monday through Friday right here. To all of my new listeners, there's a backstory on how we got here. During 2020, I found out I had prostate cancer. Praise God, I am cancer-free. And during my recovery, when I got home, I was in the hospital for about a week. And I got home, I picked my phone up and I said, Good Vital Morning. I was just playing my records from my collection and just leaving like something inspirational doing, for the day on Facebook. And people started waiting to hear it. And I was like, okay. And then they started taking down my videos because of copyright infringement. But now, since there have been some changes on social media, with partnerships with streaming companies and record labels, so now we're somewhat more looser, and I can now share my thoughts and ideas along with the music. So today we're going to talk about something that people really don't talk about laying a foundation for your life. Laying a foundation for your life. And some of you have been fortunate enough that your parents and your grandparents have laid a great foundation for your life with owning real estate or business or just spiritual, a strong spiritual upbringing, strong moral upbringing. But a foundation is just that, a foundation. It is the basis of groundwork. On a construction site, it supports the building above. Think about that. The foundation, the construction that supports a building above, or should I say it like this, from below. That means we're always standing on someone's shoulders, right? Right. It is the basis of the beginning. And this is the thing I want to talk about foundations. Sometimes you can build things on shaky foundation, right? Like shaky foundation. You can build something on sand, it ain't gonna last. Right? You could build in the middle of the ocean, it ain't gonna last, right? Right? On a firm foundation. Bible talks about it. Build you on a firm foundation. A organization with a specific purpose. A family with a specific purpose, like charity or scientific research. Let's say that, or establishing a foundation for your family. So what are you building? What are you building right now that your children and your children's children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren can stand on. And if you haven't started, why not today? If you haven't thought about it, then why not today? Because the foundation is for what's above. It builds from below. Everything I do, all the things that I do that I use every gift for, it's not for me. Like this right here is the foundation of what I'm giving to you. It's got nothing to do with me. It's nothing to do with me. But I'm building a foundation that people can now thrive from to encourage themselves for your day. This is the foundation of what I'm trying to build on this thing. On other things, several other things, but on this thing. Which leads me to the song I want to play.
You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me.
Yeah.
Like you hurt
Yeah.
and be so untrue. Anyone who
So, anyone who had a heart, written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Now, the first version was the original version, and it was written in 1963. Think about that. This original version was written in 1963. And what made this so unique? So, first of all, let me just show the album. Can I do that? Can I show the album of the version that you probably know? The Luther Vandross album, Give Me the Reason, which had so many hits on it. I could have picked a plethora of hits. Stop the Love, So Amazing, Give Me a Reason, so many. So why did I pick this? Because I know Luther Vandross loved Dionne Warwick. And he loved female voices. On this album, he covered this unique arrangement. Now, the thing about this arrangement is that it changes time signature constantly. It goes from 4/4 to 5/4 to 7/8, back to 4/4. It is so unique, and it feels so natural. But think about this. Luther heard that and said, I'm going to do a version of this on how I hear it, right? This came out, his version came out in 1986. 23 years later. 23 years later. So think about that. The foundation was written in 1963, and what stands on it is the 1986 version by Luther Vandross that brought it to an entire different generation. Entire different generation. Now, Dionne Warwick was an international superstar. International. This exact record was covered in so many different languages. It's ridiculous. So my question to you is this: what kind of foundation you leaving? Can they stand on what you're building? Are you building on sand, or are you building on a solid rock? Think about it. Let's start building foundation. Let's get foundation knowledge and take foundation action. Hey, you go be amazing today. I say like my good friend Corrado always says, be good to yourself.